Happy Friday. It is Foodie Friday. I have to share. I just finished my workout and 3 minutes ago, maybe 5 minutes ago, Ken started texting me and yelling, hey, 5 minutes. Hey, 3 minutes. He does that countdown all the time. I had everything ready. I'm good when there's 1 minute left to go. He's worried that you're not going to understand me because I'm a little breathless. But I say, I got my workout in. So yay! Full day, full fun weekend ahead. I hope you all have a fun weekend planned. Now, I am making a little adrenal cocktail. Now, September, we're starting our gut topic, okay? So this, honestly, is a holdover from August, which was our kind of calm the chaos month. And this was just too good that I had to get it in there. So now, if you are not aware of what an adaptogen is, an adaptogen is basically any kind of glandular supplement. So think, beef liver, desiccated thyroid, like the true functional medicine kind of supplements where you're getting all the good things. These adaptogens calm your cortisol and calm the adrenal stress. So if you are insulin resistant, but it's cortisol driven, that is the trickiest, in my opinion, the trickiest thing to work through, because not only do you have to watch your food and your macros and all of that, but you need to control a lot of things that are more difficult to control, such as the environment around you, your sleep schedule, your quality of sleep. So anything you can do to help the adrenal system is always a good thing. So this is an easy, make it home, little cocktail blend. I got something in my jar, and again, full disclosure, I got the wrong lid, so I won't be shaking this up. We will be using our handy dandy frother. Love these things. Best $7 you could ever spend. Okay, so the basis of this mocktail is a half cup of fresh squeezed orange juice, okay? You can buy a fresh squeezed version, prepared. It escapes me, but it's in the bottle. Just look for something without sugar, without anything added, just fresh squeezed orange juice. And if you have a juicer that you can get the pulp, even better, because you want that fiber. But we don't want the added sugar. Oranges have enough fructose naturally in them, and we just don't want added sugar. So we got a half cup of fresh squeezed orange juice, or no sugar added, all natural, okay? This is going to give you the natural sugars and vitamin C, okay? Super important. Vitamin C is fantastic antioxidant. It does so many things in your body. We also want half a cup of coconut water, okay? Coconut water is full of electrolytes and potassium. So when we're talking just hydration and you're drinking water, or you're drinking a clean electrolyte supplement in your water, you can always alternate, throw in a carton of coconut water, 60 calories, no fat, 15 carbs, but it is chock full of phosphorus, magnesium, potassium. It is a potassium and vitamin C powerhouse. So, and honestly, it's water with tastes a little bit like coconut. A half cup of this as well. So we are adding so many minerals and electrolytes to this cocktail that it is going to just make you light up. Now, the interesting thing, we're adding a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. cream of tartar, again, very rich in potassium. So, and then I'll go off on a tangent in a second. We're adding sea salt. So either pink Himalayan sea salt or the gray Celtic salt, quarter teaspoon. And really this shouldn't taste salty. You're going to get sodium and trace minerals. And honestly, the trace minerals are going to vary depending on what kind of mineral salt you're using, and even down to where they harvest the mineral salt from. So, you know, I go down all those rabbit holes. Just amazing. All right, we're gonna take this and we are going to zhuzh it all up. And that's it. That is it. Super refreshing. Throw it on ice. You know what? If you want this in the evening, get fancy. Put it in a martini glass. Put it in a wine glass. I should have gotten one of those out. But you know what? I was working out and didn't have the time. Okay, but really easy peasy, right? And the sweetness of the orange juice really cuts the salt. Can't taste anything about the cream of tartar. It's pretty yummy. It's really not that sweet. I'm not a fan of super sweet things. Now, we can boost this up a little bit because this is giving you it's giving you a lot of the major minerals: calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. Potassium and sodium in particular play really important roles in pushing fluid, the fluid, from outside of your cells into your cells. And ultimately, when we're talking about hydration, we want the cells hydrated. Cells, if you have any kind of edema, if you have peripheral or lymphadenopathy, any issues that with peripheral circulation and edema, especially in your lower extremities, we want to push that fluid into the cells. Once we push it into the cells, then that fluid goes back into your vascular circulation where the minerals can be delivered to the organs where they're needed, and the rest can go through your kidneys and you can pee it out. So that's why it's so important to get fluid into the cells. We need the cells hydrated. So when we say you've got dehydration going on, we're talking at a cellular level. Hope that makes sense. Okay, but we can beef this thing up. Throw in a scoop of collagen peptides. Now remember, this gives you collagen protein. Collagen is not a complete protein. So if you're trying to get 100 grams of protein a day, count collagen as a bonus. Don't count it as one of those, as part of that 100 calories of complete protein, because 100 grams of protein is short for everyone. Unless you weigh 105 pounds, that is, you're shorting yourself on protein still. It is still difficult to get, which is why I say that's always the target to strive for. Once you get it and you find the hacks, like my 50 or 60 gram smoothie or 50 or 60 gram protein smoothie bowl, once you get hacks like that and you get up to 100 grams, then the goal is for your ideal protein for your body weight. And that is just less than 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight for you. So throw your collagen in here, and we can also throw in a tablespoon of coconut milk. Now, here's the thing. This is coconut milk. This is coconut water, okay? Coconut water, literally, we'll put a little more in here, just so you can see if you're not familiar with coconut water, it literally looks like water, okay? Clear, easy peasy. This is coconut milk or coconut cream. You get it in a can. The cream comes up at the top. It's thick. It's the fat. It's the coconut fat, okay? Which medium chain triglycerides, really, really healthy and good for you. Healthy fat. Then it has some thicker coconut milk at the bottom. So I would call coconut milk, not necessarily coconut water, because the fat content is much higher. It's kind of like milk when it separates. You've got the cream, then you've got the lower fat, because the cream rises to the top, right? So you can add a tablespoon of coconut milk. Honestly, I might want to heat that up because it's going to be really, really difficult. Hey, Jackie, it's going to be really, really difficult to get this to emulsify when it's cold. So if you want to add that, beautiful, healthy fats, and healthy fats help balance your blood sugar. Fats are absorbed, healthy fats are absorbed quickly by your brain and your nervous system. So if we're not feeding our nervous system the healthy fat and good cholesterol, I'm gonna say cholesterol, but I'm talking about it in a healthy way. Hey, Butch, if we're not fueling our nervous system and brain with the healthy fats, medium chain triglycerides, even grass-fed butter in moderation, we're starving our brain and our nervous system, and our body does not have the raw materials it needs to make so many hormones and fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. And I say this because I have been seeing this a lot in the last week or two. Super suppressed cholesterol, and we cannot stabilize hormones or get optimal vitamin D because our nervous system doesn't have the raw materials to make what it needs to make. Okay, that was my little rant for the day. So think about it this way. Our 3 macros, and carbohydrates are the only macronutrient that your body can live without. And I say that not to be literal, but if you're eating the rainbow and getting your carbohydrates from vegetables, we are getting lots of fiber to feed and fuel our gut. That supports our gut health. Protein is feeding our muscles and maintaining our muscle mass. Remember, protein is our flex fuel. It can be used, it can be burned as fat or carbohydrates. Our body will break it down and shift between the two based on what your body needs. This is what we call being metabolically flexible, when your body can switch from burning carbs to fat and using the protein for what it's lacking. Okay, protein feeds your muscles, healthy fats feed your brain and nervous system, healthy carbohydrates in the form of vegetables, beans, all fuel your gut and make you healthy. So see, I tied this into the gut component of this month. But the underpinning of all of those systems are minerals. Minerals are essential. The 4 main ones: calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium. They are the 4 main ones. In addition to that, there is a plethora of trace minerals: boron, molybdenum, selenium, zinc, copper, lithium. Since I've been doing the hair tissue mineral analysis testing, I have not met one person whose lithium level is optimal. What are we all complaining about? Me included. The stress of every day. Lithium is a major mood stabilizer. Anxiety, depression. This is the problem. We're starved for minerals. And if you've heard me talk, I say I'm the person in the basement fixing your foundation. Traditional medicine is on the 2nd floor with their roll of duct tape fixing the leaks. So if I'm the one in the basement fixing the foundation, which is your gut, hormones, and metabolism, minerals are the subfloor of all of that. Magnesium alone is essential for over 300 enzymatic processes. Literally, it keeps your heart beating. When these are out of balance, so many issues come into play. And it's essential to have these balanced. So I hope you'll make my little adrenal cocktail to refill your electrolytes. Vitamin C is so important to support the adrenal glands, calm the stress, and stabilize your blood sugar. You know, that cortisol insulin roller coaster is not your friend. Protein forward all weekend, okay, guys? Have an awesome time. And I'm going to be golfing a lot this weekend, so I'm pretty happy that I have 2 shoulders again to do that. Enjoy.